in turn sold off for a large amount of money, and yet a minimal sale amount was declared for the purpose of tax evasion. The Commission considers that this ought to be looked into. Recommendations. The Commission, following its inquiry and findings, made a number of recommendations which are contained in the report, but I shall deal briefly with some. The Commission recommends the conducting of proper training for all GRA staff on Income and Sales Tax Act. The Commission further recommends the enforcement of Section 181(5) to the letter and where of the Income and Sales Tax Act, and where defaulters refuse to pay, they would be prosecuted in accordance with Section 182(2) of the Income and Sales Tax Act. The Commission recommends that the GRA embarked on a nationwide sensitization on the legal requirement and the importance of payment of taxes, and prepare and compile a simplified tax booklet summarizing relevant provisions of the Act for taxpayers. The Commission further recommends that the GRA embarked on nationwide, countrywide registration of individual and business taxpayers to ensure proper record keeping and widen the tax base. Commission further recommends the abolishment of receipt of payment of post-dated checks. Commission recommends that government recovers the outstanding tax liability of income, sales, and PAYA taxes of the 50 selected taxpayers already reassessed, amounting to over $2 billion, and further recover the outstanding liabilities of the 14 capital gains taxpayers reassessed, amounting to over $3 million. Commission further recommends the dissolution and replacement of the current GRA board and to take action on matters recommended in the report. The Commission recommends that government conducts a wholesale purging of the GRA management as recommended in this report. The Commission recommends the prosecution of named persons in the report, including GRA officials found criminally liable to the findings of this Commission. Commission further recommends the further inquiries to be conducted on specific areas recommended by this Commission in the report, particularly a forensic inquiry into the activities and affairs of GRA Authority, its board, and management on corruption. In summary, this Commission of Inquiry was set up to inter alia inquire into tax evasion and ascertain the extent of loss of public revenue deriving therefrom and the role played by taxpayers therein. During this inquiry, the Commission limited its scope to number of taxpayers called upon to produce evidence for payment of income, sales, PAY, and capital gains tax. Initially, the Commission had sought assistance of GRA, which is the body established and responsible to collect revenue in the Gambia. However, this request exposed a number of anomalies within the GRA in terms of poor record keeping, poor tax administration, gross incompetence, and negligence. As a result of these shortcomings, the Commission adopted the approach of requiring taxpayers to provide evidence of their payments of taxes. From the evidence obtained, it was difficult to decipher whether the tax paid were accurate. The GRA was again invited to assist in the exercise of ascertaining whether the correct tax was paid in order to ascertain the level of tax evasion, if any. The officials again failed in this exercise. This resulted to the Commission co-opting 2 junior staff from GRA who worked closely under the supervision of the Commission's 2 technical commissioners to conduct a reassessment exercise on selected taxpayers. The outcome of this exercise exposed a great flaw and anomaly in the assessment methodology adopted by GRA in assessing taxpayers for their taxes due. This, as a result, has deprived the state of a large amount of much-needed revenue. Given the shortcomings that were exposed on the part of GRA officials, the Commission found that most of the revenues due and owing to the state are not received because of the nonchalant and negligent attitude of GRA staff. Rather than inquiring into tax affairs of taxpayers, the Commission's inquiries exposed so many procedural and administrative flaws within the GRA, which, if not immediately addressed, will continuously cause a great loss of revenue for the state, and the outstanding liabilities owed may not be recovered. Following the reassessment exercise of selected taxpayers and within the scope of our mandate, the Commission found a high level of incidence of tax evasion on the declaration of taxes, wrong or non-assessment of taxes, resulting to a large amount of loss of much-needed revenue by the state. It must be stated that the outcome of this inquiry is just the tip of the iceberg on the incidence of tax evasion in this country. It is hoped that the findings of this commission would be considered and its recommendations implemented. It is also hoped that another commission of inquiry be established to inquire into specific group of taxpayers to ascertain whether or not there are instances of under-declaration and the level of said under-declaration of income. It is further hoped that the Permanent Tax Commission would be established as a check on the mandate of GRA, thereby greatly reducing the problem of tax evasion or under-declaration. The Commission considered that if the relevant authorities, including the GRA, are able to recover the outstanding liabilities from the named taxpayers in this report, it would ease the current financial burden that exists on the state. I thank you very much for your attention.
I would like, with the permission of His Excellency, to call on you to present your report.
Man la seen xarit Aïda Bidwell di la indil TV show bu es to the Banjul Night Live.
الذي علم بالقلم علم الإنسان ما لم يعلم كلا إن الإنسان ليطغى أن رآه استغنى إن إلى ربك الرجعى أرأيت الذي ينهى عبدا إذا صلى أرأيت إن كان على الهدى أو أمر بالتقوى أرأيت إن كذب وتولى ألم يعلم بأن الله يرى كلا لئن لم ينته لنسفعا.
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على من جاءنا بالبينات والهدى فأجبنا واتبعنا محمد رسول الله. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك وأنعم عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن سلك سبيله واهتدى بهداه إلى يوم القيامة. اللهم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Assalamu alaikum, our dear viewers. We welcome you once again to this Iqra program. This is a program that informs and enlightens our dear Muslims and non-Muslims alike about key issues in Islam. My name is Abu Bakr Dabo, and with me is Dr. Abu Bakr Senghor, the Dean of the University of the Gambia Law School. Doctor, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Inshallah, today we will continue with our topic, the topic we started last week, which is divorce. But we wouldn't go straight into the main subject of discussion. Instead, we will go to a question